It's May 19th, 2014. Sorry. Current time is 10:25 GMT. Jay Mosley with the daily Forex trading outlook. Focus overnight has been really on the yen, which has seen dollar yen break this 200-day moving average for the first time since early November 2013. So far, the break has been modest, but it did break it, took out some stops. Yen crosses have been generally firm. Euro dollar is consolidating. No news out today, except the peripheral bond yields have continued to firm, while the bund yields have dipped. Suggests some unwinding, perhaps, of yen carry trades into the peripheral bonds of Europe, which has been a big driver and maybe one of the reasons why the euro has been bid this year. Well, in any case, looking at dollar yen, you took this key level here at around 101.30. The 200-day moving average was at 101.24, and I guess this is major resistance here, or at least key resistance, a support at 100.75. If that's taken out, then the market's going to make a run at 100. And the other times, dollar yen would be trading in the 90s now, considering all the cross flows going on. But this is a different world we live in, and the move has been measured and quite modest in pace, at least. Now we have to see if 101.24 can 124 to 30 really can hold. On top of that, does then 100.75 becomes the major target. So that 175 to 101.25 to 30 is kind of like a no man's land, with the key support, the downside, and the upside form of support, 200-day moving average, etc. So that's a tough call in here, but the risk is on the downside, as you can see by this chart. But we'll see if 101 can be taken out, and then the market will go for 175. If not, then we're going to be more of this chop with where 101.50 protects the 102 level. There's no news out today, but there are events coming up later in the week. European PMIs, a whole raft of UK data, and some US housing numbers towards the end of the week. Also, European elections are taking place, plus the Ukraine national election on the 25th. So plenty of event risk lying ahead, but for today it seems like it's one of those days where the question is whether the euro can take out and I'll get to that in a second, can take out 101, 137, 30 to 35, where you'll see probably see some stops. If not, then we just stay in the same lackluster range. We've been up in this area, and I'll go to the 4-hour chart, might be easier. Several times now we've tested 3 times we've tested 137, 30 to 35, or 30 to 33. Then the last 2 lows have been in the mid 20s as the range compresses. As I mentioned last week, if you look at the 1-hour chart, we've been stuck in this really basically a 136.85 to 90 to 137.30 to 35 range for some time. We had one brief break out of it. We made that low 136.47, and another really tiny break end of last week, which again did not follow through. And that was on Friday. We got down to about 136.85 or so. So here it is. If the market can take out this level here, 136, 30, 35, perhaps there'll be 37. I'm sorry, could be some stops there. So that's why you have some risk on the upside. But if you're bearish euro, which most seem to be, then 137.75 is the key level on top. That protects 138. So, just making sure I got the right numbers here. Oh, this is the 1 hour. I'm sorry. We have 45 to 65, but if you go further out, the 4 hour, for example, 137.75 is key level on top. So that's really whether the market takes out stops or not is one thing. We don't want to. It could be tough to get above 137.75. So you probably see sellers between 50 and 75. If it gets that high, if it holds 137.30 to 35, we stick with a focus on 137, where it's traded the last few days. That's it for today. No news coming out. You have to watch stocks, bond yields and so forth, and that's where the market is. So probably a consolidating day. Focus will be more in the yen than the euro, and the question was, will they take out 137.30 to 35? Or there probably some stops resting for some weak shorts, as we've been stuck in this range for over more than a week. Otherwise, I want you to look at the bottom of this chart. You know, I post links to articles. This one, How to Avoid the Forex Death Spiral, is one of my favorite, and I think it's a must-read for every trader, no matter how experienced or novice or inexperienced you are. It's something, if you want to stay in the trading game, you should read this article. It's almost like a public service message. So it's embedded in here. Click on it. I'll leave the video up a little bit longer so the link will stay. Just click on it right here.